Time. It's the silent force that shapes our lives, driving us forward, holding us back, and demanding more from us than we often realize. For most of my life, I felt its weight, like a relentless clock ticking away every chance, every opportunity, and every fleeting moment. Time wasn't just a measurement, it became a master I was constantly trying to outrun. From childhood dreams of growing up too quickly to adulthood pressures of racing against deadlines, promotions, and personal goals, I was always chasing. But then I stopped. I paused long enough to confront a truth I had been running from. Time isn't something we master, it's something we learn from. It's through this understanding that I came to see time not as an enemy, but as a quiet teacher, revealing lessons about life, choices, and the battles that are not truly ours to fight. A pivotal moment in my life, one that seared itself into my memory, was when I truly grasped the true nature of time. It wasn't just a saying anymore, but a reality that hit me with the weight of a ticking time bomb I could never rewind. That moment, when the ticking felt louder than ever, forcing me to confront a harsh reality. Every second slipping by is a chance you'll never get back. Time isn't just of the essence, it's the essence of everything. And once you realize that, it changes the way you see your world and your choices forever. For me, time has no boundary, no existence, yet it is measured, connected to anxiety, and compared to the human lifespan. From 5 to 10 years old, I raced toward the teenage years. From 11 to 17, I sprinted into adulthood. And from 18 to 34, I chased time itself, always fearing I didn't have enough. Time, in this context, was experienced as a vessel for change, a measure of success, and a foundation for gratitude. While Sigmund Freud's pyramid theory provided a framework for understanding the inevitability of progression, my reality revealed time as an accelerating force, pushing me forward even as I desperately tried to hold on. As students, we are conditioned to adhere to time's rigid demands, arriving at school on time, completing each grade within a year, and taking exams under strict time limits. This structure fosters anxiety and a desperate craving for change. Later in the workforce, time transforms into a commodity, bought, sold, and traded for stability. It becomes a currency required to maintain livelihoods, yet rarely fully our own. This duality of time as both necessity and burden shapes how we perceive its value, leaving us ever aware of its unyielding presence. For most of my 34 years, I have been running, chasing an elusive idea that I didn't have enough time. The fear of life's fleeting expectancy, the pressure of achieving accomplishments in due time, and the gnawing feeling that the clock is always ticking shaped my reality. Yet to reach where I am today, I had to confront a harsh truth. Time has no end. Hardship, no end. Limits, no end. The perception of time, I've realized, is vastly overrated. It's no different from programming software. While updates may finish or processes complete, the software itself never truly stops running. It continues, just like time. In this cycle, we collect data, life's experiences, and reprogram based on what we've learned. Yet the program runs on, evolving, adapting, but never ceasing. This is the very nature of time. It never halts. We run to work for time, maintain health in time, and sleep and heal around time. Then the cycle repeats, rinse, wash, repeat. And still time marches on, indifferent to our efforts. Eventually we stop running, stop chasing. The software, our lives, starts to show wear and tear. And yet the program continues. Time continues. Before us, through us, and beyond us. Even in death, time remains untouched by our departure. Now imagine stripping life of time's suffocating grip. What would it feel like to live without the race, without the constant countdown? What if we abandoned the chase and allowed life to run its course without the oppressive measure of time? To imagine such a world is to begin questioning the very foundation of how we live and what we value. Maybe then we'd find the freedom we've always been running toward. Unfortunately, the same can be said for choice. But what is choice really? Choice is the act of selecting or deciding when faced with two or more possibilities. Now, envision this. Through time, the phrase "only time will decide" becomes eerily intertwined with choice. In life, while choices may seem concrete and rooted in reality, they are often distorted by deception, perceived truths that only reveal their actual nature in hindsight. Much like time, choice can feel like a transaction. Time in exchange for livelihood, and time in exchange for choice. For me, many impulsive choices were born from anxiety and desperation. decisions made while racing against time. I was trapped in a constant loop, feeling as though I had to act now, decide now, or risk losing everything. But I've learned the hard way that allowing time to unfold can reveal better choices than those made in panic. By stepping back, I've realized that time isn't an enemy. It's a quiet teacher, urging us to see beyond the immediate moment. I've reached a conclusion that resonates deeply with every aspect of my life. So are we living or just running?